Now begins the heat bed dance. So a problem we always run into is that things that are starting to get roots need to come off the heat bed. We showed you a few days ago that these creeping Charlie were getting roots. I could see more roots out of the bottom, so it will graduate to a non-heated bed, which I've cleared off behind me. So what happens now is basically every day I come out and check what has enough roots. We want to see 80% of the plants in a tray to have roots before we move it off the heat. It might only take another day or two for those to get up to 80%. It's worth it to have consistency and to be efficient with our tray spaces. So I'm going to give everything I think is ready a check by pulling it out and looking to see if it's developed roots. Again, sometimes you look under the bottom and you see little baby roots coming out all over the place. Our Hillier Sunburst Lismachia is getting roots, just starting. Now that's exciting. Little baby roots, but that's okay. So once things start developing roots, we move them to the regular bench, which is not heated, doesn't have underheat like these do. And we actually let them start drying out. That draws the root to the bottom of the little plug, and that's what we want. Our ageratum is also developing roots. Look at that, lots of little roots on these. I also took a notice, maybe you can tell from the video, but there is a lightness in the center. So the new growth is a lighter shade of green than the rest of the cutting. That is an indication of a calcium deficiency. So here in Alberta where we live, we need to add calcium to our water until about April 15th, usually, sometimes April 20th, depending on weather. Because we have lower light levels this time of year, our plants are lacking calcium, even with our fertilizer regime. Now, if you're mixing a stock tank, you can't mix your calcium in your fertilizer. But if you're mixing just a big water tank where everything is not concentrated but diluted to the right amount, then you can add calcium. So I'm going to mix up some calcium and put it in my water tank today and get these greened up in a few days. Lime creeping Jenny, or Lismachia, it's also called. Look at those roots. We can take it off the heat table. English thyme. It's got roots. I even see some coming out the bottom. So exciting. So these can go off the heat as well.